Welcome back, MTG Joe here. We are back and putting out some content back from vacation. So we have a standard meta video if you're looking for that content, but today we're going to be playing some actual standard in the best of one format. And for those of you who have hung around my channel, you know my love of mono red. I got to #1 mythic with alchemy with mono red last month. So we're going to try out a mono red deck in standard. There's a couple different lists on Untapped that I kind of got some inspiration from. And I want to try out a couple cards in here. So I will preface this is probably just the starting point. There's cards that I want to see how they work out and kind of cut here and there. So we got a number of new cards and we'll go over it. So Kumano is a staple in mono red in a lot of other decks. Pings, makes things bigger, flips into a 2/2 that exiles. There's a lot of graveyard focused stuff in the format. Just Tenacious Underdog, just a whole bunch of things. So exiling super relevant. We have Phoenix Chick, 1 mana, 1/1, flying haste, can't block. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you get to pay double red. If you do, Phoenix comes back from the graveyard. It hatches from the graveyard and comes into play tapped, attacking, and with a 1/1 counter on it. So it's a nice recursive threat to play in the format. You have Liliana the Veil in the format, so getting stuff from discard has utility. We have a burn package of Play with Fire and Lightning Strike for removal or to go face. Voldaren Aperture is just another 1-drop that can help us loot to filter out excess lands, or just a way like ditch the Phoenix Chick to get value. I want to try out 1 Shivan Devastator, 1 red X, flying haste, enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it. Plays well with the modify from Thundering Raiju. So I want to see how this goes. This card here, while it's doing it for like 2 mana doesn't feel great. I think 3 is probably going to be the sweet spot, but we'll play it out and see how it goes. Bloodthirsty Adversary, that we can flash back any of our burn spells. Rada's Firebrand was a card I was pretty impressed. I played 1 game with this just on my phone before jumping into this. 2 mana, 3/1. When it attacks, target creature with power less than Rada can't block this turn, so a really good way of getting rid of small blockers. So it kind of hedges against the fact that it is a 3/1. You can also domain it for 5 and a red, -1 for each of the land types. So in this deck, it's always going to be 5 mana. I'm considering trying this in like Eternal formats, like Explorer and stuff, and then splashing for like Shocklands to see how that plays out. But just a way to kind of pump it to a 5/3. So late game, this is how I kind of won against the deck, was just pumping this to make it 5 power. Lots of haste threats. Stormseeker can haste out some other stuff. We have Thundering Raiju, and then we also have Squee Dubious Monarch. So this is the latest in the kind of Goblin Rabblemaster style effect. 3 mana, 2/2 haste. When it attacks, you get a Goblin tapped and attacking. And then it basically has... It's a more wordy version of Escape, 4 mana and 4 cards from your graveyard as another way to kind of get this going. And then I want to try out 1 Chandra to see how it plays, just card advantage and a way to kind of get around some of the creature removal. 22 lands, 1 Sokuzan. There's not really good utility lands in the format right now, so we will just play that because we're only at 22 lands. I've seen some lists play 2 Sokuzans, but I feel like it's going to hurt us more than anything, so we will try it out. I am at Diamond 2. I got through Plat with Abzan Greasefang in Explore with Liliana the Veil added in, and then I was playing kind of up to this point various mono black control and Rakdos mid-range decks in standard. We'll do some videos on those, but I have those linked in the weekly meta on my profile if you want to just check out those top decks right now. Hand seems decent. While we don't have a creature on 2, being on the play and going, kill their best creature, play Stormseeker into Raiju is a powerful start. Creature. Okay, well, at the least I can kill their creature and then attack with Stormseeker into Raiju. See the Phoenix Chick come down. Just kill this now. Now we hit them for 5. So they can kind of do the same play we did, but then we can follow it up with Raiju. They have Lightning Strike. They're kind of going to want to do it now before the flip to Knight. So you can see the exile. If we exile theirs, it has some utility. Interesting. So they're on Fable. So they can double block on the Raiju. I think that's fine. I just want to keep putting pressure. So I can make this 4. Either way, they're going to double block, so let's make this larger. Still got a lot of cards in hand, so I think taking them off the mana is more impactful. I have these Sokuzan tokens. Interesting. So Defiler is kind of a pain here. Whenever you cast a red spell, deals 1 damage to any target. I think we're just going to continue to go face here. Should be lethal anyways. Got it. I don't really like the Defiler at 4. Like, it might be a mirror breaker here, but usually by that point you saw how we kind of ran out of cards and Raiju's a nice curve topper. What do we get? Grasp Reaver. Alright, good showing. Took down mono red. I guess because the Defilers aren't legend, they might have been on a bigger red deck. But then they had the Chick, which makes me wonder. Like, the Chick wants you to be lower to the ground. I think this is fine. Kill their thing, this into these. Could be decent. If they're a slower deck, then I go Rada. So what I don't particularly want to see here is Trespasser, because they can crew in response. I don't understand these decks playing Field of Ruin. Like, you could technically cut people off domain, but there's no good creature land, so this now is always going to be a colorless line. They're probably on Invoke Despair in their deck. Opponent's thinking. Might have got disconnected. So here I'm going to go Squee, because if they have removal, I'd rather they kill the Squee, because I can get it back from my graveyard. We do need to worry about, like, 4/5 on Sheoldred's going to be a beast. They have it. So that's the one downside. Vault Sleeper. So they can crew in response. And this feels bad because now we're 2-for-1ing ourselves. And I can't attack in. This can get big now. What we can do is Bloodthirsty kick and hit. Okay, so far this mono black matchup hasn't felt great. This card being such a staple in the format. They can make it a 3/3.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it.
Fine.
One of your friends has to leave.
Because now... I think we gotta take the Lily off the battlefield. I just don't want him to have another way to just minus and kill something. But we're in a pretty bad spot because like Invoke Despair, another Liliana, they just have a bunch of ways to just pick off my stuff.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the sacrifices must be made.
Okay, we got the bird. The bird is loose.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying.
Then
today.
another creature can get haste potentially. Might see something like Invoke Despair here. Bankbuster's kind of screwed us over this game. Just being like something that's around. Not a bad top deck. Still playing poorly into like Invoke Despair. Another Liliana. Yeah. This deck's quite popular. And like, I'm pressing, but we're not really gaining too much. Like every creature they kill, they're gaining some life. We see Underdog here that can be crewed by the Bankbuster. Just dead.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers.
So notably, Squee's been kind of bullied so far. And I think in those attrition-based matchups, I might just want another Chandra. I think that's fine. Let's try that out. Or actually, I might just want the Raiju. Let's try the Chandra first. I know what Raiju brings to the table. We might want the 4 Raijus. Just like forget Squee. Or play 1 Squee. No Chandras. That sounds cool. I usually always play Kumano on 1 just because it makes me have a bigger play on 2. This also flips sooner. Alright, we got John. So I'm going to do this one because it's evasive and I can put in 2 points of damage right away. Blind would be good. Play out Stormseeker. So they have some play. Oh, this might be the channel? No, just nothing. We get rocked by a meat hook. Gonna hit them in the face, try to find a land. We do want land here. Land second meat hook is gonna just hurt a lot. Okay, we'll dodge the meat hook at least for a turn. See what they do here. Probably gonna bring the chick back. Because they can kill one thing, it was lethal. I'd rather keep cards in hand at this point. Actually, if they had the kill spell, they would have gone to 7, they would have lived a turn, so that could have potentially been bad. So we got out okay, but I think that game it might have been... It would have made more sense to hold off getting the chick back. They kill my 3-1, they go to 7, I deal 4, and then have the 3 damage. So we came out okay, but I should have considered the meat hook math. I was playing a lot of alchemy last month, so math was a little different with the meat hook nerf. So this hand's a little awkward. This is just going to be a 2-2 haste in this game. We do need to hit 1 land, so this might be going face, depending on what they play out. I think we're just going to be aggressive here. I do want to hit a land. Curve considerations at times is important. And depending on what the second color is, it'll dictate which of these we play next turn. Wish I kept the shock at this point, but we'll take that trade. So this Jukai is going to be scary. Just being a big life linker, I need to hit a land. They missed a land, which is good. We just don't want like a rune. Anything that buffs is scary. Land off the top. Land off the top. Perfect. Professional Magic the Gathering player. There's a bit of contention with Phoenix Chick and Squee. And then the Bloodthirsty and Squee. Oh shit. That's terrifying. So if they block this. Okay, so let's see. I attack with this, they block 3, they go to 7, they take 5. I attack with that. That was a dumb attack. They have protection from vampires. Okay, could I get a lightning strike or a shock off the top? We're probably dead now. Oh, we are super dead now. That's frustrating. Because they just get the pump. Nothing we did that game could have played different. A lot of lifelink in the format. A lot of life gain. I was hoping to run into decks with more pain lines. Hand looks decent. No removal could be a little sketchy. There's Esper here. This is Esper Zur. I'm gonna play Rada here. So Zur will animate things, which can be a bit scary.
To help, but
Easy sack.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Let's get his companion out of the way, so we'll kill this. Rada looking good in the face of something like that.
After all.
Wedding announcement will be annoying. So I think I'm going to prioritize getting this off the battlefield. This plays nicely because I can make this bigger to get around blockers. And then next turn I can get back the chick. I also have this adversary that I could kick. Okay, Rite of Oblivion and Braids. They didn't sequence properly. I think they should have prioritized the Rada. I have Sokuzan now. Even if they meat hooked there, we are okay spot. That one didn't feel too bad. I think that was a case of them just not targeting the right thing. I think I'm about 500 with this deck. Four and 2. I think this is fine. I think we might be trying to find a land here. Cool. Nope, nope, cancel. Grixis. Seeing some pain lines is nice. They could have cut down. Okay. Grasp still giving them damage, which is nice. Could see Liliana come down here, which will be annoying. Oh yeah, love to see it. Just kill you. They missed a line drop. Their mana deals damage to them. I have 3 points here. That's a good start. A lot of our deck getting hit by Voltage Surge and Cut Down is a little annoying. This is a matchup where we're gonna want to see the Chandra. Now I got a 2-for-1 myself here. They've hit enough black now that Springs isn't really an issue. Ah, that's a big play. Go Phoenix Chick! I was considering... Ah, that's rough.
Consider yourself fortunate. I bring my own army.
Think they got us. Get too many lands. It's gonna be a problem for us.
Nothing on Innistrad.
Can't be Trespasser. Give it one more shot. We're just not doing enough with this deck. We've yet to hit Chandra. There's too many things that hit our creatures. Like the static on Stormseeker being 2/3 is not great. Ah, playing Covert Go Blue. CGB. Kumano into Bloodthirsty could be a play. We have the burn if needed. Let's see how this goes. Not sure what he's on. We do need to hit some lions. Gonna go Devastator here. It'll get over the Bank Buster. Here. Think it's Bloodthirsty. They get the crew here. I think that's worth it. Getting their card advantage off the battlefield feels pretty good. Evil Druid's gonna be scary. This just stonewalls me. Again, just too much life gain. They could have cut down here. And this line drop, that hurts. They go to 12, they'll go to 13 here. Alright, so largely I've been unimpressed with this, to be honest. It's just not doing enough. The black decks have too much life gain to counteract. You just kind of get grounded out, and your creatures are just... You're both smaller than these black creatures, you have no answer to Shield Druid. I'm just not impressed with this, to be honest. But there it is. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching.